But we kind of take it for granted. We see it on logos, we kind of know it's there. But there's something about going up there. There's something about standing on that hill and having that view, seeing that. It's just pretty inspiring, you know. There's an audio guide that's available that you can download to do with it, which we've linked in the trailer as well, which really adds to it. You kind of find out about the place, the history, all that kind of thing. It makes it so much more of an experience, especially if you link in some of the other things around it, like Uppington Castle and Dragon Hill as well. So something's obvious, but it's also good. I couldn't really not mention Midsummer Murders. And I put my hand on my heart and say I am not, or I was not, a Midsummer Murders fan. Having been forced to watch them for research purposes, and having visited just about every film location that they've been, there's some very comprehensive books out there, and I did try and make an effort to go to pretty much all of them, as did Kat, our lovely photographer. I do apologise for that. You know, having been to Dorchester Abbey, having stood outside the George Hotel, having been to little villages like Aston Rowan, having been to standing outside the primary school in Rotherfield Peppard, which happens to be the primary school, Badger's Drift Primary School. See, I know what I'm talking about. You get a sense of it, and it's phenomenally interesting how many places have been film locations. Now, obviously, the Didcot Railway Centre deserve an honorary mention for having feature films, but so many other ones as well. Interestingly, if you do track down the 1970s children's thing that's based around the White Horse, it's really bizarre, but very cool at the same time. I like red kites, and I'd like to apologise to the owls and everything up the back, but I love red kites. I know for the people who live probably in Watlington and around Tame, Aston Rowan, you're probably sick of these things. You probably trash your roof tiles and your window boxes and that kind of thing. But coming from Surrey, as I do, we don't get to see a lot of birds of prey like this. To be able to go somewhere like Watlington, like Aston Rowan, to be able to walk up there in the Chilterns and to see creatures like this, and not just one, half a dozen of the things, that's an incredible experience on itself, and that adds to that walking and being part of those things up there. So, I make no apologies for the fact that I love red kites. I've also been inspired by other things. Karen, where are you? Turn that down. Sorry. Anyway, ignore me. But Karen was very insistent in the launch event that we included the Rowing Association at Henley, and the fact that you can do an experience on the regatta course. I remain unconvinced. I'm not sure I'm up to that. I think I might be better off just taking a little wander down from Wallingford towards Benson Lock and spotting kingfishers. But having watched this, having been to Henley, walked by the river, seen that, I kind of want to do it, just a bit scared. I'm actually kind of inspired because of it. But sometimes it's also about the stories that are behind it. I love Farringdon Folly as a building anyway. It's just intriguingly odd. But the story behind it makes it even better. All because of this gentleman, Lord Berners. He who dyed pigeon pink, had a giraffe as a pet, I believe. He put up all these random signs around Farringdon that say things like, "Don't throw stones at this sign." Or the really cool one on top of the tower that says, "Members of the public who commit suicide here do so at their own risk." He built the tower for no reason other than he could. In fact, allegedly it was someone's birthday present, apparently. But the stories and stuff behind it, be able to go up there, walk around the Folly Woodlands, see the sculptures that are associated with it, see Farringdon House, the kind of place he used to live, be part of that story, it makes it much more than just a visit to the place itself. I also found myself being inspired in slightly odd places, places I wasn't expecting it, places I went out to and thought, you know what, I'm just going to go out there to take a photo or maybe just get a feel for it. I found myself on a February morning, very frosty, in Elsfield at the grave of John Buchan. I wrote 39 steps. It was amazing. I was the only person there, no one else around. It was quite creepy, but it was amazing. A little robin flew in, and some doves up on the top of the church. It was a fantastic spot. I felt actually inspired, even though that was the only reason to be there. Kat took that fantastic picture up on Balls Hill, that view of Oxford's dreaming spires. And again, it's a cracking place to be because you kind of understand all the poets and the people who've been inspired to write about it because of that view. And equally, at the church in Ewell. Has anyone been to the church in Ewell? Have you seen that too? One with the corpse under, the one with the effigy of the corpse underneath? Really odd. I was there on an incredibly rainy, thunderstormy day when there was lightning striking and things like that. I felt inspired. I'm hoping people who can do the app will do the same. But there's also things in there that just make you happy. Going to Rumsey's at Tame and learning how to make things out of chocolate. Not much else to say about it, really. Or discovering the wonderful combo that is real ale and falafel at the wonderfully ironically named Shoulder of Mutton in Wantage. Brilliant beer and vegetarian food is awesome. That's all they sell. So there's things that just make you smile as part of it, little experiences you've had that are just great. I could go on and on forever. I'm going to stop because you'll get bored. But also the point is it's about everyone going out, finding the bits that you like, the things that you feel enthused about, the things that make you and your visitors and the people you know interested. You'll have your own favourites. I've got plenty more favourites I didn't include in here. So there's plenty more to do. So, time for me to wrap up and we can start talking techie stuff. Just a couple of things before I do. What's happening next? So we've created all the content, all the photos have been out and done, it's all been compiled, all the itineraries are there. We've got the app. The app is now live. It is available in the App Store and on Google Play. Clive's obviously going to talk more about it, so we'll leave that up to you, if that's all right. Right now, as Kevin said, we're doing a live beta test of it. We really want you to use it, we want your feedback, we want to know what you think, how you feel about it. If you have issues with it, tell us. If something's awesome, tell us. That way we can make sure the development guys know that and can work on it. They're pushing out updates all the time. I've had 4 Android updates in the last 2 days, so they are doing it. There's a quick note to say the guys who are on Apple, it does take Apple a bit longer to push updates out, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, your feedback's important. The more we can do that, the better we can tweak it, the more we can make it happen and work. But that's not it. There's more than that. There's the Oxtrails website, which is actually a page on Visit Southern Oxfordshire, but you can get to it directly through oxtrails.co.uk. Go on there, you can download the app. You can get hold of the PDF versions of the trails, so even if you haven't got a smartphone, you can still go out and enjoy it. No excuses not to. You can also get hold of all the itineraries for all the different towns and villages as well. Download them from there as you wish. We're also about on social media. There is one Twitter account for every single one of the trails, so there's 5 of them. We've been working on that. We've got a team of people who shall remain nameless, mysterious, working behind the scenes. There is an outdoors person, there is a literature person, which might be Nicole over there, but I can either confirm or deny that rumour. But we're going to be handing that over to the council to carry on doing. But you guys as businesses, they want you to contribute to it. Have a conversation. If you've got something amazing that's happening in the grey outdoors, with food, with history, work with that specific social media account. Tweet to them, post a photo, post feedback, tell people what's happening. Engage that conversation, build that buzz. Follow them, if nothing else. You guys as businesses, follow them all. Find out what's going on, because they'll be posting news, new things that are happening, all sorts of stuff. And that's really it. The bottom line though, is you push the big red button and let's get started. It's kind of about using it. So please, if you're a business and you're here, tell your guests, tell your visitors, tell your friends, tell your family. Tell anyone who'll listen, till frankly they tell you to go away. But tell them again anyway, just to make sure. Join that conversation, link to it, go onto the website, download the itineraries, post them on your own website, use the content, spread the word. Stick that web address on anything you can think of. Don't tattoo it on yourselves. I'm not recommending that, but do get it out there, spread the word. Because that's the bottom line. The more we use it, the more we spread the word, the more we get it out there, the more people use it, the more visitors will pick it up, and the more benefit comes to all of you guys that we're talking about in it. And I've been told, say by Trudy, that the itineraries, which I'm modelling hopefully rather lovingly here, obviously are available to download from the website. If any of the towns around want them printed, get in touch with Trudy. She's got a cracking deal going with some local printers. Make it easy. Thank you. I'm done. And that's it in terms of content. So I'd like to hand over to Clive, who's going to talk techie. Everyone with that?
Gentle techie.
Yes.